Guys, what is going on? It is your boys once again. Today we're talking Spider-Man 2. We just beat the game. I 100%ed it.
Oh, yeah.
So you already know that we got to talk about. I'm talking platinum, baby.
Dude, yeah.
Platinum.
This is probably one of the harder games of platinum, guys.
Dude, I think in total, I actually have like 9 platinums, like on because it shows you on your profile or whatever.
So I know. All right, the one that's hard to get you have is Persona 5 Royal for sure.
Yes, I do have that one.
Yeah. Do you have any other bragging rights games? Because Spider-Man 2, that one's pretty,
Yeah, it's not too difficult.
Because it's also fun as frick. So then,
Yeah, it's easy. It's just like swing a little bit more. I'm like, all right. I have Persona 5, Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, Miles Morales Spider-Man. So that's like 3 of them right there.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I have like Bug Snacks. I think.
Oh, dang.
And then it's like easy ones like Astro's Playroom.
Okay, that one's interesting. Yeah,
it's fun. It's a good one.
Yeah.
But and then it's like a few others. I think one Lego game, which that's an achievement because Lego games they take a while.
Those are freaking hard. Yeah,
they're not. Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if I ever 100% achievements ever. Honestly,
dude, are you a platinum guy?
I did it in Apex Legends, which is not hard at all.
Oh yeah.
And Tekken 7.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I can imagine those are just like the basic tutorial things.
It's like play online for 30 matches.
Yeah.
All that.
By default, I'll get that.
Yep.
Yeah.
But anyway,
guys, we're talking Spider-Man 2 today, though. So get that those other games, that other crap out of your mouth. Because we're talking.
What do you think about them?
One of the best games of the year, dude. What did you think going into this game?
Okay.
What were your expectations?
So earlier this year, I played the original Spider-Man on the PC on my Steam Deck. It was really good. And then Spider-Man 2 coming out, my expectations, I didn't watch any trailers or anything. I keep touching your mic, sorry.
No.
But like I knew Venom was in there. And I was like, hopefully Venom, well, I also heard like a rumor, Venom doesn't show up much in the game. I'm like, but he was there. He was there.
Yeah. It was like the last third, a little bit more than that.
Yeah, he was in there for
half.
a bit. I think what happened that people don't care for too much is like how much it ramps up in such a short amount of time.
Yeah,
it's like freaking like one night happens and then the whole world is like tentacled or symbioted. Spoilers, by the way.
Yeah,
but the game's been out for a bit. Don't watch it. Whatever. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, there shall be spoilers, guys.
Yep. Spoiler alert. But yeah, so I was expecting, I don't know, just a really good story. That's what I really want. I want the writing to be good. And overall, this game does have good writing where I don't know what's going to happen next.
Yeah.
I had that thought constantly playing through the game. Dude, there's people that are still crapping on the Mary Jane segments. Well,
dude.
Yeah.
the director of the game came out.
Yeah.
And he was talking about the Mary Jane ones or whatever.
Yep.
And this was before I played the Mary Jane segments because it was taking me a while to before I was able to like really play it. Yep. Just free time wise. And he was like, yeah, some people say she's kind of like broken, but I don't care. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like, dude. She's broken, dude. She's out here pulling moves. We're not just
that's true.
Zooming in and photographing anymore. She's dude, her final segment in the game, dude, like literally like symbiotes chasing her. She's like sniping them. I'm like, okay, all right,
that's cool, but also it does like lessen the impact of how much of a normal hunter is. Like they can't take down like one woman. She's like, Sable trained me. That was nice.
100%. Yeah,
like it's still like, these guys are hunters. They like their culture is killing each other. Like Kraven's introduced by like, like him sneaking up on a dude. But whatever. I can like just like wave that away.
I did always find that first cutscene with Kraven really funny, where it's like the guy's like trying to hunt Kraven.
Yeah.
And he's like, he was here. And then he's like, I've been following you for the past like 30 miles or something that. But it's like totally serious. But it's like, dude, I feel like even I would be able to notice if someone was following me for like the past however many hours. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
maybe,
you know, the best hunter in the world. I guess maybe not. Maybe
yeah, he would definitely have to be like swinging from tree to tree or some BS. Like you can't follow on foot like a person.
Like
for 30 miles.
Yeah, like I feel like I'd hear a leaf crunch or something. Like if I am like in the moment and I'm thinking someone might be following me, then I'd be. I don't know.
Yeah, we can move on to Craven next, but I want to talk about Mary Jane one more time.
Yeah.
Her segments, I literally, normally in those situations, the stealth segments, I like put myself into the character's shoes and I'm like, oh my God. Oh, no, I'm scared. Oh my gosh. You know, like when Rhino showed up for Miles Morales. But in this game, I was like, okay, I really want to play Spider-Man. I literally just like walked in a direction, didn't give a frick about anybody. Like they shoot at me and I dodge out of the way and then like tase them, then I dodge again. And like I was like gaining the system. I mean, they weren't hard, I guess.
They definitely were not hard at all.
Yep.
I think, okay, so was there more than the 2 sections? Because there's the one where they're like they go to the house.
Yeah, I remember the house
and one. Then there's the symbiote one. Was there another one? Or was that? No, I think that was the first one. Because no.
What was the one where there's like 3 vans parked in front? It's their house. It's got to be their house.
Yeah, it's their house. Yeah.
It's their house.
Okay, I think there was a third one, but I don't remember what it was. I just remember she got the gun and like the stun gun or whatever. I definitely think out of the 2, the symbiote one was a little bit more fun, just because it was very like it was a little bit more tense. Just because they're just like randomly like running around or whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
I got that a little bit, but the house one I definitely kind of felt like I don't want to play this anymore.
No, for the symbiote one, like Peter's like tripping balls and it's intense. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
But moving on to Craven.
Yep.
This is probably like the most strongest Craven's like ever been, right?
Oh, 100%.
Like, okay, I was wondering based on the comics and all that.
Yep.
Which Craven was really cool. Like basically the whole story for him was he's dying of cancer. He wants to do a final hunt where he dies honorably. Basically like Kaido for One Piece. Which came first? I don't know.
Oh, true.
But so he was pretty good. What do you think about Craven?
Yeah, I think he's easily like the best villain out of the main ones that we've had so far.
Agreed. Yeah, for sure.
I just think the concept is really cool.
Yep.
Just like his whole character, he doesn't like see himself as a villain or whatever. Just everything with the character arc, I really enjoyed.
I had a lot of fun breaking into his hideout, and then like they're like, "Oh, you have to deliver meat to his right hand man." I'm like, or right hand, whatever. And I'm like, "Okay, where's his right hand man?" And there's a tiger. That was cool. That's fun. Yeah.
That was a fun one.
Yep.
Did you do? So you didn't do too many of the side missions?
No, unfortunately not. No.
Yeah. Well, do you mind if I like spoil some
for
of
sure.
those?
I mean, I did the flame, and I meant that one police officer chick.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Because, dude, at the end of that one, you meet a certain character, which I think they're setting up for DLC. I don't think it's going to be a third game thing.
Okay, yeah.
But there's a crazy guy with red hair, and I felt stupid that I didn't recognize who it was at first, but it's Cletus Cassidy, aka Carnage.
Oh, interesting.
And
okay.
then, of course, at the very end of, because this is the end of the flame, the very final flame mission, and of course he like leans it. He goes, "There will be carnage, wink wink," and then I'm like, oh, son of a bitch.
Okay, yeah, carnage.
Yeah,
just like Silk is like, wow, your shirt's silky. Oh, she did not say that.
Dude, yeah,
I have no idea who that person was, by the way.
I saw a meme on Twitter the other day where it was Ellie from The Last of Us being like choked in The Last of Us 2. They were like, "Abby, stop! She's The Last of Us 2." Like,
okay, yeah.
Stupid.
Yo,
no.
Yeah.
But
Dang.
yeah, so love Craven in general. I thought a lot of the side. Oh yeah, the side mission I was going to mention.
Yep.
So there's one side mission where you basically find out that he sent recordings like back to his home.
Okay.
Where he was talking to his wife and he's like, "I'm not coming back." And then there's like a whole family fortune, and he like teased his family with it. So he was like, "You all have to kill each other." So like, and not his family, like his hunter's family. It's like his wife and like sons and one daughter.
Yeah.
So as you're getting all these recordings, like each of them are like, "Oh, I just killed him," and they're like actually killing each other off. And then I forget exactly how it ends, but essentially one of the brothers wins. He's the final family member left, and he's left nothing, so he just kills himself.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, holy crap.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. I think I picked up a brother recording, but I was like, oh, I don't give a frick. I just kept which is
yeah.
antithetical. Yeah, side quests, like normal, I just kind of like bum rush the main mission. And honestly, like, I didn't want to become too strong because I was playing on the hardest spectacular difficulty.
Dude. Yeah.
And like, dude, my ass was getting kicked several times. I had to memorize the bosses. It was really fun though. Like,
dude, no, I agree.
Yeah. I like how you can like choose the difficulty to suit your experience, because for me, I want to feel like I'm in a battle to the death. So there's multiple times when I had no more focus bar, I'd like combo them up. Then I finally got that heal, ring the bell,
Dude, I 100% agree. And I think that's sort of because I also played on the hardest difficulty, but because I spent so much time doing like the side quests and getting all my health up and stuff. Yeah,
like your damage up. You like there is suit upgrades, which are
It definitely did get to the point where it's like, okay, yes, it's a lot harder, but I've also like overpowered myself so much to where it's like it doesn't feel that way. And it's the same problem that I have with like, certain Zelda games where it's like, if you spend time doing the side quests, like it's cool that it rewards you with like, oh, now you're like a lot stronger. But it also sort of takes into question like just the level of difficulty. But I do think overall this game did a really good job of sort of balancing that. Like boss fights still felt really hard.
We mentioned suits. Let's go to those next. So
yeah, dude, favorite suit.
Okay, yeah, I just did. Oh, I honestly just did Spider-Man 2099.
Dude, that's the way to go though. That's the way to go.
And then I did like the Venomized variant.
Yep.
The suits in this game though, I do miss the ultimate that like came with like the special suit, that fit the theme of the suit.
Dude,
I do kind of miss that from the first game. I get it. In this one, they wanted the symbiote power. What's Miles' power again called?
Venom.
Venom, yes, that's it. Yep. Like they had the Venom and symbiote. Obviously, those are broken and they are the supers or whatever. But I was like kind of like I wanted that extra, thing with the suits, like extra incentive to get this one over that one.
Dude, I definitely agree. I think the plus that this one has over the first one is the whole like you can change the color.
Dude, that's nice, yeah.
Which is really cool because there were definitely some where I was like, that looks stupid.
Yeah.
Then you see a different color and it's like, oh yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. And this one does have a shit ton of variations.
Yep.
Of the suits. I think there's like 132 I saw in total. Where it's like, oh, you got the suits and the variations.
Yep.
But honestly, I think overall, in terms of the unique suits between both games, like both games have the Raimi suit and the Amazing Spider-Man suit and stuff like that. But I think some of the suits I liked better in the first one. Like it had the original Into the Spider-Verse suit for Peter Parker. The Noir one is cool.
Yeah, that's true.
But there's just a few here and there I just didn't really care for. Yeah, I ended up using ones that I used in the first game.
Yeah, for this one, I did have the thought where like a lot of the suits looked the same on the level of badassery they were. I mean, obviously, it's just my opinion, but like normally I want to see more red and blue and less like, look at this freaking bad. Like there's a cape one. I mean, they're all cool. I can't complain, but I don't know.
Guys, here on the Fashion Check channel.
Yeah, Fashion Check. I do also not. I don't really. I wish in the cutscenes they let you choose whatever suit you wanted, because.
Yes.
In the final fight, I don't know if you were running with Miles' suit that he was supposed to be wearing, but I definitely changed that immediately.
Yeah.
And also, like Peter, I wasn't even using the white suit. I was using like
I definitely I actually changed it back to the symbiote, like the black symbiote suit.
Okay. Yep. Yeah.
Because they have two different variants of the black symbiote suit. They have the one where he's like more taken over or whatever. Like the eyes are a little bit sharper. And the texture's a lot more like veiny. Yeah.
I didn't even know
so
that.
I used that one until the end of the game.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. Yeah, but suits overall are good. It's just, And then Miles being like a Nike advertisement's really random.
Dude, yeah. So overall, bro, what did you think of the very controversial Miles Morales final suit?
I think honestly, it's like, okay, I won't run with it. But then the thing that I think triggers people is that hair hole. Like his hair isn't that cool. So then it just, also makes it clearly obvious who Spider-Man is.
Dude, yeah. Like there were 2 viral videos that came from that. There was the one that the dude's like screaming. He's like, it's so bad. I don't think it's that bad.
No.
Like I actually think the blue design on the arm, I think that's cool.
Yeah.
Like that's fun. And I mean, the shoes are really weird. That it's like dude, as soon as he jumps into frame, it's like Adidas. I'm like, all right,
Adidas.
But like,
I would do my own thing. Gets Adidas shoes.
Dude, they put that on the side of the box. I'm gonna do my own thing, dude. What if they make that their new catchphrase? You know,
dude,
Nike,
they should
do it.
Dude,
Adidas, I'm gonna do my own thing.
I'm gonna do my own thing.
For the suit, my biggest issue is definitely the top, like the hair, or
dude,
whatever.
like, dude, Spider-Man India or whatever that one is in Spider-Verse 2. That's like, that's when you show off your hair.
Yeah, that's how you do it. But yeah, it's just like normal, like I don't know what you call that hairstyle. Like,
it's just like normal fuzzy
like
hair, just
or whatever.
Like,
So, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's just really weird to me. It's just like how like straight it is. It's like a perfect oval around his head with his hair sticking out. That's what bugs me. If they covered that up, it'd be a perfectly fine suit. It's still weird that it's Adidas, but I think the colors are fine. I kind of like the addition of like the blue and stuff. I think it's fine. The grossest one I'll put right here, I don't remember the name for it, but it's got like a bunch of weird parts. He's wearing like an apron or something.
Interesting.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like it looks really alien.
Interesting. Okay. Not the one where he has a robot face, right?
It might be.
So let's talk about Miles Morales. And first I want to cover his friends. I think definitely the weakest part of the game, character-wise, is Miles' friends, because they do not have enough time to cook, and I didn't really care for them. There was that one deaf girl, which I did do her side quest and all that, but oh yeah, did I do that with you over here?
Yeah, you did that with me.
Yeah. I feel like overall,
dude,
like,
you're not a big fan of. I will say, I did think it was cute. I guess how they did the whole like in the controller you could kind of hear, and there were like little bits of motion you could hear.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. But like,
fun.
Other than that,
I want to play in the game, but
yeah. I was way more invested in like, you know, Harry and Mary Jane versus the guy's name who starts with G, Gale or something. Freaking
Ganny.
Yeah, that's
dude.
Yeah, no,
God, what's his name?
I saw this criticism that Miles is too nice. Did you ever get that vibe?
That he's too nice?
Like Mysterio, he's like, wow, Mysterio really got help. Well, we can all use a little therapy. That's good for him. It's just like, would Spider-Man say that?
I guess I don't know. I'm used to it with this Miles.
Yeah,
it's
for
definitely
sure.
a bit
Agreed.
different from the like the Into the Spider-Verse Miles versus this Miles.
Oh yeah, for
sure. They
sure.
definitely do have a different vibe to them.
Yeah. Yeah, but
I definitely see the nerdy side coming out more with this one.
Like another example is Peter Parker when he's late to the Bugle and he's like he can't like do anything mean. You know, and he does live in New York. I feel like if you live like that in New York, you're screwed. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was another really fun side mission, though. Are you talking
that was
about the
fun.
One where Peter Parker, you got to like beat up a dude.
Yeah. He's like, you get to scream, Peter Parker. You know, like that.
Dude, I love stuff like that.
Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Also, when you had to like swing J. Jonah Jameson to a hospital bed.
Dude, yeah, he slowly like wakes up and realizes what's happening.
That's good. Yeah.
Yep.
But So overall, let's just cover Miles now. So like we have been, I guess. But Miles' story actually is pretty decent in this game. What happens is so Kraven wants to kill all. You know, he wants to find a good target to hunt.
Sorry, real quick. I found the costume. It's Kumo suit.
Oh, I hate that one. I didn't do that one.
Okay, I was gonna say.
I tried to do it, but no, I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I tried figuring out like what is this actually cool, and I was like, no, it's not.
no, it isn't.
Yeah, but anyway, back to what you were saying.
Kraven wants to hunt Negative Man. So Negative Man and Scorpion are being transferred, and honestly, the way they use Negative Man here is really good. it makes sense how his powers can counter like vent symbiote energy or whatever the frick. Like, so what he does, so Miles basically is like, oh, do I kill this man for revenge for my father, or do I not? You know, all that, like,
Yep.
what should I do? All that. And I thought it worked really well because normally, like, instead of like Negative Man showing up last minute in the story, he was like set up. He was given a lot of moments to grow. You do get the hype moment where you have to fight each other.
Yeah, exactly.
All that. That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after that, after the arena fight with Negative Man, I would always want to be playing Peter after that because, like I said, I liked Peter's characters more, and then also he had the symbiote suit going on, where like that was more interesting dialogue happening versus Miles.
Yeah,
you know, in the end, yeah.
I think they did an incredibly great job with Miles' character, but I definitely think after. I agree with after that arena fight.
Yep.
It was definitely I kind of lost interest.
Yeah, like
until the very end.
Yep. When
they had the Mr. Negative and Miles sort of like team up there at the end.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think this game should have been co-op? I mean, that would have been badass.
Yeah.
But...
So I've heard that a lot recently. I think no, because if it was, I don't know.
They would have to change a lot of mechanics.
Right. I feel like if they built it from the ground up
to
be co-op and like built it around that, yes.
Yep.
Because I do love that idea, but just not in this format. Because I mean, I guess what we could like do together if it was.
Yeah.
Is like, yeah, you play Peter, I play Miles. We like swing around the city doing stuff. But that's kind of it.
For example, when like Peter's at Coney Island trying to save a roller coaster of people, like the Miles player doesn't have anything to do, and then they like, I'm just thinking, like they have nothing to do, and then other instances where like you like sometimes you like flip through a vent and then he does a cool spiral thing into another event immediately. How does a player 2 follow that? Like, doesn't make sense at all.
You're kind of just like wandering around for the most part.
Yep.
I think if they were to set it up, it would have to be like classic 3D Spider-Man style.
Yep.
Where something like Friend or Foe, or not. More like Shattered Dimensions, because in those ones it's level based, so there's no like open world. It's just sort of like a really good beat 'em up, pretty much.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think that could work really well. Just not in this format. Not in this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, let's talk about Peter Parker now. Oh well, another Mary Jane thing. What do you think about her model change? I do think the model change is a little weird.
It is.
Yeah.
I don't know why they keep changing the models. Like,
Dude,
I thought the original Peter was like good. I mean, I've gotten used to the new one. The new one's fine.
I grew up on the new one. I grew up on it.
True.
So that one was flawless. The Mary Jane one fricked me up though, and then I feel what you felt when they switched Peter.
100%, man. Yeah, because like I don't know why they did it. I mean, for the most part, I was looking at them like back and forth.
Yep.
I mean, some people were like, she's ugly. I don't think it's that she's like ugly.
Yeah.
It's just that like
she does look like a different person though.
Yeah. Like,
and she's more mom, I guess, which is she in her mom era? Maybe.
Maybe.
Whatever.
Yeah. All I'm saying is if they gave her blonde hair and they called her Gwen, I'd probably believe it. Like,
yeah.
But like, all right, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, Genki. That's Miles' friend's name.
Genki. Yep. Sounds right. What's the Death Girl's name?
I don't know. But yeah. So out of all the characters, before we get on to Peter, my basic take is I loved in the peak characters were Harry.
Yep.
And I mean a lot of the stuff with
I think
with
all
Mary
the characters
Jane.
were peak.
Yeah.
They just could have done more with Miles' friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree. Like there was a lot of involvement with Peter's friends, but there was like very little. Like Genki was the guy in the chair or whatever.
They really just saved him from a train from symbiotes at the end. That's like it.
Yeah.
And then the deaf chick was in there because they didn't want to animate her. Probably. I don't know.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And dude, honestly, bro.
Yeah.
When he was trying to like riz her up, dude. I was I didn't feel like she was liking them all that much.
For some reason. No, I had the same vibe.
Like every time they were like talking, she always had that face of just like,
yeah.
That's it. Nice seeing you.
And then she did like the like jokey response. I'm like, that's kind of rude. I don't know. Yeah.
What a bitch, bro.
What a bitch.
So like when he asked her out, I was half expecting her to be like, let's stay friends.
Yeah, friends.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah, so okay, so basically the whole thing is Harry in the last game. Oh, it turns out Harry wasn't gone in Europe. He was actually in Oscorp's freaking basement.
Yeah, he was in a tube
Yes.
being experimented on, which we see a little bit if you didn't play the first one, where basically Norman puts his hand, he's like, good job.
Yep.
Then a big old tentacle comes right. He's like,
Yep. And that was like the cold open to this one, right?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
That was the first thing that we see, which I thought was a really cool way to do it.
Yep. So yeah, Harry shows up, and then really here is another slow part people complain about, where you go on a bike ride, which I love this part.
Yep.
And then also when you go in their high school, and then it shifts from past to present. That shifting from past and present made that part engaging.
Yes.
If they stayed in one like time period, I would have probably been like, all right, this sucks.
Like, this is boring.
Yeah.
No, I really liked it, dude. Apparently,
Yeah.
I didn't realize this until after I finished the game.
Yep.
Apparently, you can just find bikes and just ride them. Like in the town, you can just find them and like. Get
I
them
saw a
on
meme
ride.
where like people who platinum this game in one day, all they do is just ride bikes, and this is a Spider-Man riding a bike. But
Oh yeah.
I can't find. I'm like, I guess you get that when you 100% the game.
Right,
But,
yeah, like I had no idea.
Huh.
But yeah, I guess you can do that. But yeah, no,
Dang.
I thought those were all really cool. Yeah, going to the past and sneaking around this school was really cool.
Yeah.
I think the thing that I'm most impressed with this game is how well they did Harry's character.
Yeah.
I thought he was really well done with building up all the stuff that he's been through, sort of just catching us up to his like motivation and all that stuff. Like, dude. So kind of skipping into the story a little bit.
Yep. So
Peter has the suit.
Yep.
And he's like, you know,
The symbiote suit?
already, the symbiote suit.
Okay. Yep.
And he's already like really addicted to it. And dude, the scene where he comes in like wearing the suit,
Yeah.
and then Harry's like,
Okay.
I need it back.
Yeah.
And then and Peter
what
like
you're talking
avoids the question
Yep.
and like just kind of like walks off to go talk with Norman, like, dude. And then he like throws the chair at the wall. Such a good scene.
Dude, yeah, that part was crazy. And then like Mary Jane did the article about Peter and all that.
Yeah.
I do like that. I wish they maybe sat in that moment a little bit longer, where like Peter isn't have a good relationship with his friends and all that.
Yep.
Maybe, you know, like it is just one night in game, I think.
It is just one night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep.
Because I think everything like the end of the game kind of comes down to a close like the next day.
Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm gonna go back actually. I really
go for
loved when all right, so Coney Island happens, yeah, you know, typical Spider-Man stuff. But what really like got me interested in the story was when Harry was in the Agent Venom suit and they were saving
Dude.
Tombstone, because I had no idea what was gonna happen. You know, it was up in the air. Harry was so sus with how aggressive he was.
Yeah.
And then you know, he wasn't stealthing around. And then me on spectacular mode, I'm like, okay, Harry, let's do it. Oh my god. You know, it really fit. Like, it was cool. Yeah.
Like I love how the AI in this game is just like phenomenal. Whenever you're playing with anyone, they went like over the top with how crazy they go.
Yeah.
Like, dude, literally Black Cat shows up for one mission.
Dude, yeah.
One mission.
Yep.
And they gave her some of the most like unique animations like,
Dude,
in the whole game.
that fight was cool. Like at the
Dude, yeah.
where like when you're swinging in Antarctica, it's like it's crazy.
Dude, yeah,
it's literally Ratchet and Clank, but like
Dude, yeah, it's quite literally same people that did Ratchet and Clank. Like you're going through portals and all that. Random stuff popping up, and I'm like, dude, Insomniac's obsessed with the portal thing.
Dude.
I dig it. It's
cool. And so you get to chase. Well, I'll get into the chasing later. But yeah, so the Agent Venom was cool. And I really liked how like Harry was aggressive. And once Peter got the suit, then he was really aggressive and he stopped being stealthy.
Yeah.
I role played like that too. But
Dude,
he definitely
same.
like jumps down. He's like, I'm gonna beat the frick out of all of you guys.
Yeah, dude, hell yeah.
So yeah, then so eventually the suit's definitely taking control of Harry. Like, he falls asleep in the house. Am I skipping too far? I don't know.
No, you're talking about Peter though, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about Peter. Yep.
Yeah. So he goes to bed, it takes him over.
And then that's normally what happens. The symbiote takes over him when he's sleeping.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's always he starts off as a dick, and then there's so much like lore behind all the symbiote venom stuff and all that.
Yep.
Because it all depends on like the host. Like if it's with the perfect host, then it has like no problems. Because you could like work with it. That's how Eddie Brock normally works with it.
Interesting. Okay.
But if it's like close but not perfect, that's when you have it to where it like takes over and eventually venom just kind of consumes the body.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we also skipped over the lizard fight. That was cool. I like the lizard.
Yeah, the lizard fight was really cool.
Yep.
Literally all of the boss fights were super cool and super memorable. Dude, like the Mary Jane boss fight, like
dude when she turned into Scream, that was crazy.
Dude, I did not expect that. When he freaking swallows her up with more venom, just turns her into that. I'm like, holy crap.
Dude, that was insane.
For a second, I thought we were gonna fight like all of the main ones.
Yeah.
But it's fine that we didn't.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping if they come out with some DLC, maybe there's like, there's a few that ran off that way. There they are.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. Because I would love to fight more of them. That was a really good boss fight.
Dude, agreed. And well, I do want to bring this up. So Shocker was killed off screen. I'm not too big of a fan of that, but okay. Another thing was Taskmaster showed up on Hunter's screen, Kraven's screen. I feel like he should have gone to Taskmaster like immediately if he wanted to die.
Yeah, right.
I don't know, like maybe if they teased it, like he was a forefront on that screen. Yeah, they should have maybe like did a line of why, like how that went down. I can
give them the benefit of the doubt, like maybe he didn't. Well, he would have done his research, I guess. So
maybe
so it's like
they could have been like, "Oh, he's out of town." Wait, does Taskmaster like leave? He goes on missions. I'm assuming.
Yeah, right.
Mercenary.
Yeah, he goes on little missions or whatever. Yeah. But yeah, that is definitely weird. Like maybe he should have replaced the Black Cat mission.
True. Yeah.
You know, or I'm going to meet my lover in Paris.
Taskmaster.
Yeah.
And it's like the Taskmaster from the like Marvel universe where it's like a girl version.
Oh, dude, true. I will scan you now to get your abilities, Venom.
Yeah. So anyway, now we're gonna skip forward. I just want to bring those up.
Yep.
So we skip forward to the Scream fight. That's crazy. Then it's revealed. So then Spider-Man gets the suit off him. There's a final boss fight between Kraven, Miles, and Peter, and this this chapel, and it's really good. Miles is like, "You're fricked, Kraven," and then Peter breaks out this freaking cage like that is supposed to hold him. That's crazy.
Yeah, it goes freaking hard.
Yeah, that whole fight is awesome. And then after that, he returns to the lab, and then Harry takes his cane and like hits the symbiote case, which I'm like, all right, Spider-Man, you should just be like, nope, you know, but,
don't do it. Stop.
But, you know, they need a story to happen. And so then the symbiote escapes and gets onto Harry, and basically you play as Venom, and then Venom punches Spider-Man like, get the frick out of here. You're weak sauce compared to me.
He literally knocks out Peter on like one shot.
Yep.
And then we get to play as a Venom.
Yep.
Dude.
And you get to play as Venom only for this segment, unfortunately. But you feel so powerful. You're like breaking people's backs. It's crazy,
dude. It goes freaking hard. And like honestly, I bet that there was probably a moment in development where they were like, maybe you can play as him like in open world. Just because they made everything. They probably tested once or twice because apparently there was a glitch at one point where you could get Miles' model to like change out for Venom's model.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and he like had all of his abilities and stuff, but he just didn't like work correctly in certain areas. So I'm like, there was definitely some development there. But I guess it could have just been for, the part where you are in the city, like running around and stuff. But yeah, dude, it was such a power trip.
Dude, yeah, it definitely was.
And like, you're just murdering people left and right. Like the funniest things was like, like leaving like one dude and then just like carrying him around.
Dude, yeah. And like, the map, dude, the level design there is really peak because you're like slowly climbing this vertical, Oscorp building. Speaking of Oscorp building, there's this one scene where Spider-Man and Harry are learning the symbiote's abilities, and their office is fucked. Like windows are broken. Dude, it's a mess. And then the next day, it's fine. That was a little weird.
Was it fine? I thought
Yeah.
the whole building was demolished.
No, this was like way earlier in the game, so like it was destroyed, and then like they leave and come back. I'm like, okay, so his dad was chill with them destroying the office. Like,
yeah. Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, like I feel like I would have. He would. The freaking whoever's Harry's dad's name is Norman would have like needed an excuse. That. He's like, why is this place frigged? Like the windows were broken. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's whatever.
That's my boy Harry.
That's my boy. Yeah, but Venom was cool. Yep. That whole segment there, and then you fight Kraven, which is super hype.
Yeah.
And the way Kraven goes down is like iconic. Like his head gets spin off.
Yeah, one of the most like raw moments. He just does the Broly hold, and then just bites his head off, and then you just see his limp body fall to the ground, and I'm like, yo,
dude,
okay,
yeah. I'm glad they went there. There because sometimes like video games play it safe. They're definitely not playing it safe with this game.
100%.
Yep.
And I think what I love the most about that isn't even just like the raw factor of it. It's just the fact that it was a really good wrap up for Kraven's character. It's like he got what he wanted in the end.
Yeah.
In the most brutal way possible.
Yeah.
So it's satisfying. Like we still got to fight him, but it also connects to the second part of the story super well.
Yeah, it really makes me think, oh, did he just win in the end? But I'm like, oh yeah, his head did get bitten off by an alien.
Yeah.
Did he win? Or did he,
Yeah.
And yeah. I said that this game takes risks from the story perspective. I feel like gameplay, it's almost, just the same thing.
It is definitely an upgraded version of the first one.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, now you can do like the web pull thing and like launch forward. And
that's cool.
Now
Yeah.
you got the web wings. Super
Web
nice.
wings are good.
Yeah.
Do you like his gadgets? I feel like they're more techy. Like, launch them up in the air. Like, I'm like, a comic book Spider-Man won't have these, but I understand for a gameplay perspective, these are good.
Well, the thing with the gadgets is I thought they actually did them better in the first one.
Yeah.
Because I remember there were certain missions where they had you like literally comboing with the mechanics.
Okay.
So like you would use like the meteor one to like send them up in the sky, and then you use the web one to connect them together, and then you'd use another one to pull them back down, and you have to do it like in order, and it does like a certain effect.
Yeah.
So in later boss fights or just normal fights in general, I would use that a lot more. In this one, it was really just there was more of an emphasis on the Venom and symbiote abilities between Peter and Miles, so I was using those the whole time.
Yep.
And with the gadgets, it was kind of just I would hold the button, spam all four of them, let them do their thing, and then hey, I got some breathing room for a split second. I wasn't really paying attention to like which ones I was using.
Yeah, I put some thought into it, like for ones that I'm like, all right, I'll be invincible for this move, so then spectacular mode and all that. But yeah, I definitely liked the more web-based abilities from the first one. Like, I really miss that impact web where you just like go boom and then just fly against the wall.
Oh, dude, yeah,
that one was so addicting.
Or the trip line one where it's like you're like walking to it and it like sucks them up.
Oh, speaking of cool web stuff, I like how in this game you can climb on ceilings and then like lower yourself like Spider-Man.
That is super cool.
I do wish you could do that when it's not like a story moment or when you're supposed to. Like, there's like you're in a room full of mobs. I couldn't like attach myself to the roof and lower, or could I?
There were different. It depends on the section.
Yeah.
Because like I remember there were a few instances where I did it where there was like a light pole and I could do it. I don't think I ever specifically tried like ceilings.
Dude, because I just want to lower myself. Enemies facing away. Then I'm like, hey, over here. I want to roleplay as Spider-Man doing that. Dude,
that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
Like tap his shoulder and he's like, oh.
Dude, actually, that'd be a really good mechanic for them to add like a taunt.
Yo.
So you can like hey buddy. And then like one, two, three. I mean, you have the web thing where they go, what was that? Might as well add in a little look. Hey buddy.
Yeah. And they're like, huh? Oh. And then they're just distracted for a while, like looking at
it. That'd be cool.
Yeah. Yep.
But yeah.
Yeah, continuing on. Oh yeah. What you're saying?
Final mechanic thing that I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Is another one that I realized kind of had wasted potential is the Miles invisibility. I think I used that like twice.
No, I never. Yeah, I used it when I'm like, oh yeah, I can do this.
Right. Like if it was a
yeah.
specific, like I'm on a building and I'm like, oh yeah, then I'd do it.
Yeah, there's like a Miles mission specifically, maybe a side quest where it's like you need to turn off the generators so they don't summon reinforcements.
Yeah.
And then I was like stuck on that. So then I used the invisibility, just run over there real quick, turn off all the stuff.
Yeah.
And all
like
that.
in those cases, it's like, oh yeah, perfect.
Yep.
It probably would have helped out like a whole bunch more if I did remember that.
yeah, but it's definitely forgettable. It's like, oh yeah, he has that.
Yeah.
Definitely a little
I
sauce.
think that's a theme with a lot of the extra gadgets. Like there are so many ways that you can go into fighting. You can do it stealthily. You can do it, balls out symbiote mode. Or you could just do it like normal combo mode. And then you got so many gadgets and so many utilities you can use, which it's all a positive. I really like that you have that many options versus just having to like, jump in and just Y, square, Y, square. There's a lot more to it.
In the last game, those people with the white armor, I feel like those were more difficult than the symbiotes at the end of game here. Like those white armor people like started countering your gadgets. In this game, it's like no one had the counter for Spider-Man, so you never really had to think.
Yeah, I guess. There were tougher ones, like the massive
those things were tough.
The freaking units, dude.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was kind of about it. Nothing that the first game didn't have.
Yeah, I agree.
But yeah.
So and then the Venom final fight happens. Basically, skipping ahead, we already talked about Miles saving people from the symbiote train, the symbiote
Mr.
world.
Negative fight, really good. Or not the fight, but Mr. Negative teaming up and going into Peter's subconscious.
So that was
another
cool.
really good moment
when he went in the subconscious. And then did you notice right at the end of that segment in the Aunt May's house where they drew that smiley face was the portal to the inner recesses of Peter's mind? And it was like a callback to the beginning of the game where you had to look at a wall,
that's
where
right.
there's a face, like right where that face is where like that final scene happens, and then it kind of becomes fuzzy for me here. Like you see Peter, he's upset about Aunt May.
Yeah.
Isn't there a scene where like the Sinister Six grabs Miles and they bash him through some floors?
Yeah, so he's going through all of Peter's like trauma.
Okay.
Because Peter, the whole issue.
Yep.
The reason that the symbiote is having such an extra negative effect on him.
Yep.
Is because he's had so much trauma and he puts it on himself.
Yep.
So what they're doing is Miles is going through that like museum of trauma.
Yeah, okay.
So he sees Peter crying over Aunt May. He sees everything that happened with the Feast organization, and then the Sinister Six like pound him through a bunch of different walls and all that.
See, I was watching that. That makes sense now. I was watching that. I'm like, are they just trying to do the on top of the raft scene where all the villains beat up a Spider-Man?
Oh yeah, just like a repeat.
Yeah, but that makes more sense. But I thought that was like random. Like, wait, rhinos? What the frick?
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really like that. And then so then they have to go to Oscorp to activate that one machine to kill the symbiote, I believe, or something.
Yeah, it's like the particle accelerator.
Yep, that's it. Yep.
So
yeah, they go over there. And in this fight, Venom is freaking cracked. It's crazy. It's a really hard fight. It's really fun.
Dude, like, bro, the amount of like grins on my face, like
throughout
this entire fight. This is like the most hype, like anime-esque comic book fight that I've like ever done.
Yeah.
Like, dude, everything from like two favorite parts.
Yeah.
So the first part you're fighting on the football field.
Yep, that was cool.
And there's a part where you're like webbed up. And then Venom like does like a I forget what it's called. It's like the King's Robe move where he's like slowly like moving upward like toward him.
Yeah.
With like the Venom like trailing behind him.
I remember that. Yeah.
Super cool.
That was sick, dude.
And then there was actually 3 moments. And the second one was when he like grows the wings.
Yep.
Because dude, that's like a very recent Venom addition to the comics. Which I love it.
Interesting.
That's like it represents like King of the Symbiotes. So it's like, yo, he's the boss. And then the third moment is when they're like trying to like, they're like all attached together.
Dude, yeah.
Whatever. Yeah.
The Venom fight was awesome. I can't help but be I got myself hyped up a little bit because throughout the game, you're chasing Black Cat, you're chasing Lizard. I'm like, dude, Venom's going to be chasing Peter Parker. Oh my God. And then there's a part where Peter
dude.
they're like, run the meteor, run.
Yeah,
and I'm like, dude, finally, he's gonna be chasing me with the wings. And then it was just a cutscene. It was still badass though.
Yeah,
I got myself hyped up a little too much.
I think I thought the exact same thing at the time. Like, oh, he's gonna chase me. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Which is fine,
yeah.
but like, yeah. It's just me just wanting a little bit more. But it was when they were doing that chain thing, I was also watching them like, I don't know what's gonna happen. This is so batshit crazy. Oh my gosh.
Dude.
It was cool.
How many tries did it take you on spectacular mode?
It took me a bit.
Was leveled up like to.
It took me a bit, but not. It wasn't as hard as a Craven fight. Yeah. Like,
I agree.
Yep. Like that part, I had to like concentrate. I had to concentrate.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, the Venom fight was definitely a little bit more on like the climactic, like entertainment side of things.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, the final chapter. We don't want to piss you off too much. So maybe we'll lower the difficulty just a little bit.
I do like the scene, like that whole like how they set up the fight, where it's like each person clearly had something to do, like Mary Jane, Miles, Peter, they're switching off. That's cool.
Yep.
So
and do we have the? Almost forgot to mention we have the anti-Venom suit. Very cool addition, dude. They read up on their Venom comics for this one.
Okay,
they did a lot. They did a lot. A lot of the characters and all that. Not too much to say on that one. I hope they explore that more. It's cool that Peter still has it by the end. So then after the fight, Harry's in a coma. I thought they were just gonna kill him.
Dude, same. And it was really sad. The voice acting in this game, by the way, is God tier. When I forget who. I guess Miles had his hand on Harry's chest while he's in the Venom suit, and Harry's like, "Do it, kill me." I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is so sad." Oh my, dang, you know?
Yeah, because he's like completely lost control. So it's like, holy crap.
So then, but then like, if he's saying "kill me, do it," that's clearly Harry talking, and then I'm like, okay, when Venom's like, "We will." Wait, who's the voice actor for Venom? Tony Todd or something? What's his name?
Yeah, Tony Todd. I think.
He's like, "We will rule the." I can't do a Venom voice good at all.
Yeah.
But when he's like, "We'll rule the world," I'm like, okay, he persuaded Harry. Yeah, let's rule the world together. So then Harry's on Venom's side. I was a little confused on who was in control, basically.
Yeah,
well, I don't have the comic knowledge, but like, yeah.
Well, I think the way that it went is it's like, okay, you have it was going to be what would have happened to Peter, because it's like, when Miles fought Peter, it was like, okay, toward the end of the fight, it was literally just Venom talking.
Okay.
It's sort of like, okay, the symbiote's like completely taken over. So that was why when Miles finally got the suit off of him, it was like a
that makes sense. Dude. Yeah. So, for some reason, I just get mixed up with how Eddie Brock works and then all that.
Yeah,
but it makes sense. Yeah,
it is complicated because it all depends on like personalities and how the connection is and stuff like that. So
if you're a dummy mommy, we'll get really good. We'll get along really well together.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
let me get your brain juices.
So that's the end. And then you thought Harry was gonna die. Me as well. I thought he was gonna die too. Yeah.
So I thought he was gonna die, and then we have Norman coming in the room. And he's like, Peter, what the hell? What did you do?
What the fuck? You hurt him a little bit.
You son of a bitch. He's fine.
Yeah. We discussed this a little bit already. Norman is okay. He should be thankful for what. Like, dude, his son was so close to dying, and he was saved.
Right.
So Norman is a little uncharacteristically like aggressive towards Spider-Man here.
Yeah. Plus, like to that point, there was that moment where, Peter's talking to Dr. Connors, and Norman's there, and then Dr. Connors literally said right in front of both of them, he was like, "You're gonna have to kill him. You have to kill him, murder him."
Yep.
And then Norman went up to him and was like, "Oh, please don't." But like, I feel like, I don't know, if I was Norman in that situation, I would be like, all right, there's two options. Or there's one option. Thank goodness the miracle happened. He's in a coma, but like
he was already.
right. Coma part 2.
Coma part 2.
And dude, someone pointed this out on Twitter. I did not notice this.
Yeah.
Apparently, every shot that Norman's in, he's wearing like a green shirt. I
Oh,
never noticed that.
Oh, I thought it was a green tie or something. Yeah,
Or yeah, it's like a green tie or a green tux. Or
yeah,
whatever.
it's always switching, but it's green there.
Yeah, it's always some
I didn't know for every. I thought
I
I noticed it one time. I'm like, oh, the Green Goblin.
like, yo.
But yeah. So, I'm just remember. This really just came in my head for some reason when Venom like was talking to Miles and trying to persuade Miles to join. That was cool too.
Yeah.
Like,
that was really cool.
That's
cool.
trippy as frick. I guess that's when he was in the Venom space with Negative Man, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then we get after credits, and then basically Doc Ock shows up. He's writing a book.
And then writing the final act.
Dude,
then we also get the after part where Peter's in his garage and he sees he got like a new final suit or whatever, and Harry's final message. Which was pretty cool.
And then Peter is like, Miles, I think I'm gonna take a break from being Spider-Man for a bit. Do you think he's gonna take a break from the third game?
Okay. Here's what I think is gonna happen, because Insomniac did come out, because some people asked them, they were like, "Is Peter Parker done?"
Yep.
And they were like, "Yeah, well, Miles is the definitive, like the definitive Spider-Man in the games now," and I think that's fine. I think that works. But I mean, okay, if you're gonna have Green Goblin and Doc Ock in the third game, you can't throw them to Colombia again, because that was what they did in the Miles Morales game, is they threw him to a different country, because he was doing, like, they briefly reference it in this game. I forget the country that Mary Jane went to, but he was like, I'm going with Mary Jane on a little vacation. It's like, you can't do that again.
Oh yeah,
so
for sure,
like,
with Doc Ock, like, if you the whole like emotional aspect of Doc Ock is like, the father figure, mentor to Peter.
Exactly. So I guarantee that they're not done with them.
Yep.
But I feel like it'll be maybe
Miles
like a last minute.
Okay.
Yeah. They'll kill him.
Like a last minute, like he shows up. Kind of like when you play Venom, like, but he's broken.
Maybe it's like a dude, maybe it's like a last chapter thing.
Yeah,
because I know a lot of it, a lot of Miles' story was like being good enough to be the only Spider-Man or whatever.
Yeah, true.
So I'm sure it'll be fine just having him.
Yep.
Because I think it'll be really interesting to see like what they do with his character if he's like the only one really in it.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Don't boot Peter out. Like, still have him there. I would actually be kind of fine. Like, dude, totally honest. If they killed Peter in the third one, I think that would be a good send off.
That would be good. I thought he was gonna freaking die in this game. Like,
dude,
when he got stabbed.
Yep.
That would be a good send off. True. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a good trilogy of games. Like, that's.
Yeah. Not just to move it on, but I don't know. Maybe he's too young to die. Maybe if they made like. Okay, maybe let's say that the game.
Doc Ock takes over. Dude, that would be. What if in the beginning, like, that's how it goes, and then Peter's ghost is behind you? You shouldn't really do that, Doc Ock.
No, stop, please. Yeah. But no, super cool.
Yep.
I guess the only other thing that I can think of real quick story wise, are the side missions. I love most of the side missions.
Yeah, agreed.
There are definitely a few ones that are a little bit like, I definitely wouldn't replay that, like the Deaf Girl one. It's like, it was kind of just walking. It's good story wise, but
also with Sandman's memories. Sandman, by the way, we didn't even mention that opening is awesome, dude.
Like,
that was freaking crazy.
Opening.
Yeah, and when you have such a strong beginning, I'm not really interested in learning about Sandman when all he's talking about is like, I see them. My daughter. Every time,
Yeah.
It's like, I'm gonna look into this weird organization. I think they're everywhere. I'll be back. It's like,
dude, like my favorite part about the Sandman backstory is like as you get these like recordings, you open the crystals. The best part of the Sandman side stories is when you press R2 and L2, and then you feel that satisfying crunch of the crystals.
That is satisfying.
That is very satisfying.
But I'm like mashing that. I'm like, you don't have to show me what triggers it hit. I got it.
Dude, yeah. It's like you snap and he's like, my daughter, where did they take my daughter? And then like you're trying to figure out what happened the whole time, and all that it boils down to is he was taken to a facility he was like, "What the frick?" And then he turned into Sandman.
Wait, really?
Like that's literally all it is.
Yeah, I did.
He happened to have his daughter with him, but like that's all it is.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, he was like, "Oh, where's my daughter?" And then you find out that she's like literally staying the night at her friend's house. Like that's all it is. I'm like, all right.
Dude,
sure,
yeah.
man. And then you gotta like
yeah.
take a picture of it. Like you get it like a crystal, like all the crystals when you put them all together.
Yeah.
It like makes an image of like him holding his daughter.
Oh, okay.
And then you go to her friend's house. It's like,
He screams.
oh,
That'd be great.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
I'm mind broken. I can't think.
I can't breathe. This message is crazy.
Yeah. By the way, I do think it would be better.
Yeah.
I do in the third game. I want to be able to go inside a raft. If you could visit Sandman and maybe like give him the crystals and then he puts some in him or something.
Dude, I thought it was kind of weird because in the first game, the raft is like such a big thing. Like when you go there and do the level, it's like insanely big.
Yeah.
Here, I felt like it was a lot smaller for some reason. Like you go there and it's just like, I can kind of swing across this in like 5 seconds. There's nothing to do there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool that it's there, but you know.
Yeah. I would like appreciate more NPCs that you can interact with. Like if you go to Raft and you go to Sandman, it's like picture like a FromSoft game where he's like, how much crystals do you want to donate? You like go 5 and then he just goes in a like weird tirade about his memories.
A spiel or whatever. yeah. But it's just really, but that one just ends. You put the statue in her doorway and you go on a light pole and then literally she opens the door and goes, huh? And then she just takes it and goes inside. I don't know, like, bro.
Yeah.
Could you imagine
Yeah.
if you woke up one day, there was a knock at your door.
Yeah.
And you go, what's this? And you look down, and there's a statue of your father hugging you.
Wait, what color? It's like it's the amber color.
Yeah, it's like the amber color. It's your father like holding you, and it kind of whispers to you. It goes, "I love you, my boy."
I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I wouldn't be like, "Oh, Dad." I'd be like, "What the fuck?"
yeah. That would be terrifying.
What is this? Yeah.
Dang, yeah. But all the other side quests other than that one,
Yep.
I agree, they slapped. Like the pigeon one with that one dude got shouted out.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't like cry during it, but it
yeah.
was like what I love so much about like the Spider-Man comics are like the ones where he like takes time to do like the little things, like you know, kids being a little bitch, so he talks to him for a little bit. It's just like little wholesome moments like that. And I love it. Like I saw someone that was like, "This mission was boring." It's like that's not the point,
Dude. That definitely was.
Where are the enemies in this pigeon mission?
Also,
like,
it wasn't.
bro,
wait, it wasn't boring. You're flying with pigeons.
Yeah,
like,
you're flying with pigeons. Like you're looking
Yeah.
around, and dude, they're playing the hit song "Seabird." Bro, I've been playing that puppy on my Spotify. That's a good song.
Okay, yeah.
Like I freaking love that.
Yeah. Yep.
The amnesia one, or no, not the dementia one was not as good.
Oh, was it the one with the old guys in the park? And you sit with them?
Yeah. It was good though.
Yeah, it was fine. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, I did that one. I enjoyed it. It's just like, spend the little moments with the. You feel like you're interacting with civilians in New York.
Yeah. I just wish overall.
Yeah.
Like I really liked all the FNSM, whatever they're called, missions. Because it's like, they're like little personal ones. I just wish there were more of them.
Yeah,
like, in general,
yeah.
I felt like there wasn't enough. Like they made a big deal about like, swipe left and you can look at all the missions available. But there's only like, I don't know, maybe like 10 of them or whatever. And I like never used that. They were always just coincidentally on the map because I happened to go by the area. And,
are those blue Spider-Man marks?
Yeah, the blue Spider-Man marks.
Yeah,
yep.
agreed. Because I played through the main game, and I would only do the side quest if I was like swinging past it coincidentally.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, all right, time to do all the good quests, the blue mask ones. I only had like 2 left to do. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, dude, yeah.
So like, they definitely could add a little bit more.
Yeah,
Yep.
dude. Have you seen the epic meme with the Miles Morales one?
No, I haven't. No.
So basically, dude, I'd be pissed if I was Spider-Man in this situation.
Okay, yep.
So you get a call on the ad. This guy's like, I need Spider-Man's help. You go there, and this dude is like, I'm trying to ask him out to prom.
I did this one,
and it's like the screen's broken. I'd be like, too fucking bad. It's like, bro, freaking asking someone to prompt.
Dude, yeah,
it's
this
like,
spy sense is going off. There's police sirens in the back.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, like, good on you, buddy. You do your thing. But like some dude's getting like mugged over here, and you want me to help fix a screen? You don't even know that I have electric powers in this specific situation.
Yeah.
Like, what would I have to do with that? Like, if Peter Parker showed up instead, he'd be like, I don't know. What do you want me to do?
Dude, yeah. And it's literally college, and there's IT people there. Like, literally.
Right. Like, call someone else. Like, what are you talking about?
Dude, yeah. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just kind of fun. And then we have the Great Electric Spider. That's what he calls you at the very end. So
I forgot about that.
Dude.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. The gay quest is so easily taken out to be. They definitely took that side quest out in other countries or whatever.
Oh, I think they legitimately did. Like the Chinese version that like just doesn't exist.
Yeah. Definitely the side quest I think I enjoyed the most was the one with the flame quest, because I had that chief investigator with me. I didn't even beat it, but that one you can just feel like it feels different.
That was a really good one. I've always liked Yuri.
That's her name. Yuri.
Yeah.
What did you think about Silk at the end showing up? For me, I'm like, I have no idea who this is. Okay.
I did have to look her up, to be honest. I was like, they were like, because they didn't even like show her face. Dude, it was just kind of like in the back of her head. It was like, look.
Yeah, and did the captions even say Silk? It's like a woman. I don't know. Woman voice.
It was just they said her real name, and I was just like, oh. I mean, I guess I can't expect. It's fine. They're not doing Gwen Stacy. I guess that would be the go-to.
So I guess
do something different.
Silk is like the new generation with Miles, I guess, where they kind of made it after, like, okay. With comics, I picture there's Batman, then the Bat family, then there's Spider-Man. And the Spider-Man family. So Silk is obviously post Spidey family, like post Miles and all that.
Yeah, post like all that stuff. Yeah, she's pretty recent.
Okay. What did she get bit by a spider? Like,
yeah, her specific thing is that her webbing is silky.
Okay.
It's like more. There's like specific wording behind it. It's like more realistic. So she can. It's like actual spider webbing. It's not like scientifically made. Okay. It's kind of like Raimi's Spider-Man.
Yep.
Except she can pull it out and like thread it.
Okay.
And stuff instead of just using it as like a. It's like it's a webby.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. So
the Marvel Snap card, it looks like she's like.
Different.
It looks like she's like surfing on the web. So I guess she's.
It's different. Just the way that she fights. So,
okay. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. I could imagine them doing like, Peter and Miles are in Spider-Man 3 like as the last little bit, and then maybe, or they could do Silk and Miles. That'd be kind of cool.
That'd be cool. Yeah.
Either way, I'm pumped for the third one.
Yep.
I'm super excited for whatever. Take as much time as you need. PS6,
dude. Yeah.
More portals. Let's go. Yeah. So overall, Jacob, anything else? What did you think about the game?
The last thing I just gotta say, our boy Yuri Lowenthal, he knocked out the park, dude. Goated voice actor.
My guy is cracked, dude. In the emotional scenes. So good.
Dude, and the fact, sorry to interrupt.
No.
I was gonna say, and the fact you have a ringtone where it's like, Grant, wake up, it's me, Chad.
Dude, yeah. I have that on my desktop. I'll put it here, guys. We got Yuri Lowenthal to wake me up in the morning.
Yo,
so good,
dude, he's just a good voice actor. I loved it. He was definitely like the best performance for sure. Then probably Harry, and then
100%, 100%.
And then Venom. Dude.
Yeah, Venom did an incredible job.
Dude, it was good. Yeah. So that's my last thoughts. What about you?
Well, last thoughts. I thought it was absolutely incredible.
Same.
I loved every second of it. Like I treasure the games where I'm at work wishing I was at home playing.
Dude, Jory played the game with me a while back, and he's like debating getting PS5 just so he can play it.
Dude, it's good. It's so good. Like, guys, if you're debating it and you've played like the Arkham games, this is Arkham times 100.
Yeah. Like, sure, maybe you can debate writing and story, but gameplay is above and beyond. Like, Beast Spider 2, I'm like, I want more. So I played Batman. I didn't even beat all the side quests. I want more. But, I started playing Batman Arkham Asylum. I'm like, this is not at all like Spider-Man.
The same.
Like Calendar Man or whoever the guy was like, I'm gonna kill this dude. All right. And they're like, Batman, sneak up behind him. I'm like, it's like clunky controls.
Dude, yeah.
Oh man.
Dude, I love those old PS3 controls, dude.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
good.
It's true. It's a vibe, but not the vibe I want. Spider-Man 2 is better.
Of course.
So let's go into the last reviews. Now, controversial maybe. I think this is a 5 out of 5.
Okay.
I think the first one is 6 out of 5 purely because I connected with the Doc Ock more, and also because I do like the scene where the villains are all kicking Spider-Man. And this game doesn't have that exact moment where I felt that same like holy shit,
like this is happening. Yeah.
But on the alternative side, this game's bosses were better in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot, and gameplay. There's a lot of aspects, but the first game's 6 out of 5. This one's 5 out of 5.
Yep. I will give it a 5.5.
Oh, I did.
Out of 5.
Yeah.
Very close to a 6. It's right up there. This was a hard debate.
Yeah.
But I agree with the story aspect. It is an incredibly good story.
Yeah.
But I can't help but wish for more of the side quests. Just a little bit of adjusting here and there.
Yeah, like you can't swing at night, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if they patched that in the game yet, but the first game you could change the time of day. This one,
I don't remember seeing that option in this game. Yeah. But I will give this very good but. If they come out with DLC, which I think that they will,
that'd be hype.
And it like gives me like a shit ton more of that stuff.
Yep.
Then it might go to a 6 for me. But for now, I'm gonna give it a 5.5. Just because I agree. I think the first one's story definitely takes the cake for that. So just comparing the two, it's off by like 0.5. But yeah, super good. Definitely up there.
Definitely like a must buy if you have a PS5.
Yeah.
And you want like a PS5 exclusive. It's so good.
Yep, exactly.
It's like this is what PlayStation does best, just like super
you get a
highly
PlayStation
detailed
for the PlayStation game.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying, like God of War, the AAA factor, I guess.
Yeah. You
like
get it for the big
cinematic.
AAA, The Last of Us, God of War. Now Spider-Man, all that stuff. So yeah.
So anyway,
Jacob,
that's been the review.
Final thoughts. Anything else to say? That is about it.
The final thought, Grant. Let's end it here on this. What do you think about the Fantastic Four building being there?
Dude, I love it.
Whoa. I saw people going like that building being there. The Fantastic Four could have helped with the Venom symbiote. Like they were like,
dude, that would have been so stupid. Like you're fighting Venom, and all of a sudden, Mr. Fantastic shows up. Don't worry, Spider-Man, I got this. Well, shut up.
Dude, like they were stretching on the helicopter. He's like, man, I thought I could stretch. You guys are really stretching. He just like stretch all his way up. He's like his arms folded.
Yeah,
that would definitely.
He grows wings. Oh my gosh, Venom's growing wings. In the back, you hear, "It's clobbering time." The Thing,
dude, and it's like clearly The Rock mocapped. It's The Rock,
dude. Yeah. It's like it plays the scene from the first Fantastic Four with like him putting his fingers like under the door, just like slowly going up, but it's like going to Venom. Almost there.
That was freaking terrifying. Yeah.
But guys, what did you think of the game? Were we too kind to it? Guys, let us know down below. We'll see you on the next video.
See you guys. Bye.